kick things off by introducing our CEO, Alec Papadakis. Alec has had such an impact on the growth of sport in North America for the better part of 4 decades now, as a professional player, as a coach, as a sports executive, as a member of the board for US Soccer, as the CEO and managing partner of what has become one of the biggest and most exciting second division leagues in the world. Please join me and welcome Alec to the stage. Thank you.
Good afternoon. What a day. Governor Sandoval, Mayor Goodman, Councilman Ricky Barlow, ladies and gentlemen, and soccer fans. We're here in your dazzling city of Las Vegas to announce USL Professional Soccer is coming to your city. Building a great and enduring professional soccer team requires 3 guiding pillars. First, you need to have a high-quality ownership, a city that gets behind it, and a quality venue. Here in Vegas, I can say with complete confidence, you have first an outstanding owner in Brett Lasberg and his family. Brett is most admired and respected in the soccer industry for you to know. He has played a key role in soccer throughout the soccer industry for many years, with the MLS, with Orlando City, and building their stadiums, and we're so happy to have him on board. And you have a great venue in Cashman Field. Secondly, you have one of the most progressive and sports-minded mayors in the country. Yes. Because of Mayor Goodman, Las Vegas has captured the national attention by bringing hockey, football, and now professional soccer. Now you can be called a sports city as well. Mayor, without a doubt, our single greatest source of pride is that USL is making a difference in every city and community that we play. We make a difference in the local economy. We make a difference in creating jobs and playing opportunities for players and coaches. And as I said, we provide opportunities for over 1,200 young people in front offices throughout the league. But unlike many other cities, the USL expands. Here we have one of the most amazing governors in Governor Sandoval. The governor was present in Reno when we announced Reno 1868, a team that you will get to know very, very well here.
I told you, bro.
Maybe we can ask the governor a couple of questions about that. But also, he was there for the first game. And once again, he took time from his busy schedule to be here with us to announce our Las Vegas team. This is so rare and so unusual. Personally, I have met many political figures over the years, congressmen, senators, governors, but never have I met a political figure with such intellect and graciousness and an amazing personality to make you feel welcome. And you guys are very, very fortunate. Lastly, I want to present a small gift from the league to the state and to the city. A soccer ball signed, but with all the employees from the league office. Governor? Mayor, it's a privilege.
Oh my gosh, we're so honored. This is so exciting.
There's one for you.
Thank you.
One for you.
Wow, come on, let's give him one warm welcome and a big shout out to Jake and Lee. Woo, yo no sé están emocionados, but I'm really excited. And I'm even more excited to invite our next guest, nuestro gobernador de Silver State, Brian Sandoval. Let's hear it for him.
All right, let's hear it. Let's go Vegas. Let's go. All right, thank you. And thank you very much for the kind words. I personally want to thank the USL for bringing professional soccer to the great city of Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. Also soon to be the sports town capital of the world. You know that in less than 2 years, we have the Knights. Yeah. And we have the Raiders. And we'll find out what our name is going to be today. So I'm really excited about that. You know, Las Vegas was the second largest market in the United States without a soccer team until now. Yeah, and I think we owe a lot of thanks to the mayor and Councilman Barlow for making today a reality. Yeah. So I heard it. You know, there's another team up north. And I think we're about to have the greatest rivalry in sports, right? Yeah. But there are other teams that we have to beat. We have to beat LA. We have to beat Seattle. We have to beat Portland, Sacramento, Phoenix, Orange County, San Antonio. So we're going to do it. So the time has come for this community to have professional soccer, and I can't be more proud and more excited to have the USL right here in Las Vegas. You know, I don't have a lot to say, but Brett, I really love your enthusiasm and the family's enthusiasm. And again, a big hand to Brett. And for the mayor and the councilman, what this is going to mean to downtown Las Vegas, it's going to be great things. I can picture the march to the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And with the drums and the chants and everything else, there's nothing better than going to a soccer game and listening to the fans. And most of all, thank you to all of you, because you're going to be the heart and soul of this team. God bless you. God bless the great state of Nevada, and God bless soccer, right? Yeah, thank you.
Muchísimas gracias, Gobernador Daniel Sandoval. Big shout out. Come on, let's hear it once again. And now I want to welcome the coolest mayor of all time. Let's give her a big round one welcome to Carolyn Goodman.
All I can tell you, if I fell over and dropped dead right now, I'd drop dead happy. It's been a long time coming, my God. This is the greatest place on earth to live. For those who come from other countries, I just want you to know. You're welcome here. You can pick up. You don't have to pay taxes and stuff. You know, this is a great place. But, you know, nothing happens in a vacuum. And I just saw, without my glasses even, our city manager, Scott Adams here, head of economic development, Bill Arndt, and Terry Jasinski and others from the LVCVA, because this effort has been a partnership from the get-go. This man over here, if he weren't so young, Oscar'd be having troubles. I'm kidding, he's married happily anyway. But the reality is, this has been a dream for the past 18 years. My husband talked about Major League sports every night at home. That's all I heard. And starting off with Commissioner Bettman was the first call for ice hockey. Then, of course, we went right to David Stern, who said, Vegas? Never. Gambling? No way. And then, of course, he went right on through everything, single sport. And as you may know, 4 years ago, we were this close to MLS. They chose white paint drying to go to Minneapolis. I mean, talk about it takes a lot of ingenuity, brain power, heart, and money to make the strong decisions. But thank heavens for Brett Lashbrook and his family, who had the vision and USL to choose, as our fabulous governor said, the fabulous entertainment capital of the world. Now I'm going to give you a secret as if you didn't know it. Cashman Complex is so primed because it's in the heart of the city where we all live, work, and love to play, and the home of Zappos, and the home of all of our big-time Latino families, everybody that loves this city. And while the Raiders were invited to come down here, the smartest one sitting right back here, because he's coming, and guess what we're going to have? Next spring, with all things in place, we will have the now unnamed USL team here. But what they will have, we already have 25,000 parking spaces. They're having a little trouble south, right? But I've been told by Mr. Arndt in 2 years, we will have 40,000 parking spaces. As you all know, for those of us who are not walking and taking bikes everywhere, who happen to have to be in cars, as we suffer through Project Neon, to Cashman Complex already in place, and Project Neon fully paid for. No more tax dollars, property taxes, any other dollars, or room tax. Already paid for and in place, we have 4 access points to Cashman. By the time Project Neon is finished, we will have 7 access points to Cashman Complex, which is going to be in 1.5 years, max 2. We have, you can park and ride. We have all the infrastructure already in place. And in the near future, we will have light rail going from the airport to the university straight down to the east side of Cashman. That is an environmental study right now. And the most important thing is, it's where we love to live, work, and play in the heart of downtown. We have a heart and a soul. We love sports, but we are passionate for soccer. Every other country in the world can't understand the United States. They don't realize this is football. This is the world sport. And we are sort of in this country a little bit behind. But fortunately for us here in Las Vegas, this wonderful young man who provided these lovely scarves, and it's going to be so much more than that in the future. I can't wait to hear what the name's going to be, if there's going to be a competition, if Councilman Barlow's going to be allowed to pick it because it's his ward, Cashman. Oh my God, dreams come true. 18 years in the heart of downtown, a place we can walk to, the festivity of soccer. Oh my God. Brett, thank you. I mean, talk about his experience, his connection. This is going to be the best thing for Las Vegas, for all of it. Even those, you know, we have this loop now, for those of you who don't know. It's a free circulating, like, shuttle. And that, as it proves through the pilot program to become successful, we will expand the route. So on game day, you don't have to be paying for Uber or Lyft or gas for your own car or taking any other kind of transportation. You will just jump on the loop, which will be looping to Cashman. So all of us, yes, we are here. This is Vegas. It's where it belongs. Thank you.
What's eyeliner? How cool is she? Come on, vamos a hacer una buena porra for Carolyn Goodman. Let's hear a good cheer for her. Now, our next guest coming up, I'm really excited to introduce him because he went to El Dorado as I went to El Dorado, and he even played on the soccer team. So let's give him a big round welcome to Councilman Ricky Barlow.
What an honor, what a pleasure. You're talking about excitement. Let's give it up to Ricky. He has the excitement. All I can say is it most definitely has been a long time coming. And to be back here inside of what was the council chambers for the old City Hall, where I was sworn in for the first time in 2007, when Oscar Goodman at that time was contacting every professional sport from these council chambers. And I like to say this all the time because I like to poke at Oscar. Every time I see him, I say, Oscar, our governor, Carolyn G. Goodman, has been able to do something that you haven't, and that's bring a professional sport to Las Vegas. So let's give it up to our mayor, Carolyn Goodman. I love poking Oscar. But to sit with Oscar as well as Carolyn, let me share something with you. This family loves Las Vegas. They love it. They breathe it. Sometimes I even want to say you all eat it, because their passion for the community shows through their actions. Every single day that I sat with Oscar, he was the first in the office and the last to leave, and Carolyn is the same way. First there, last to leave, and always looking how, in fact, are we going to improve this community that we all call home. And so for that, Mayor Goodman, publicly, I want to say thank you for your due diligence and for all that you do for the great citizens of our community. Just a short 3 years ago, Coffee with the Councilman, an event that I host annually the first Thursday of every month at Starbucks. A young man comes and sits down with me to have a conversation to discuss soccer. At this time, there's a number of people that's coming in talking to me about soccer. But I met Brett and Key Reed, who sat down and said, we want to do something here. We want to bring soccer. And let me say something about Brett. He is relentless. He is relentless. He's the most kind, most energetic, most intellectual individual that I've met. And specifically, his passion for soccer is the type of passion that we need right here in Las Vegas. So when you all say, let's go Vegas, I think about Brett because he was saying, let's go Vegas 3 years ago, and we are here today to say what? Let's go Vegas.
Let's go Vegas. Let's go Vegas.
And USL, the United Soccer League, choosing Las Vegas. Choosing Las Vegas is, what can we say, is the best. Because we all know, specifically those soccer fans such as myself, for many years knew that soccer had a place in Vegas. But I want to say thank you to the USL for allowing that to be a reality today. So thank you so very much, and let's give a round of applause to the United Soccer League just for that. And as I prepare to take my seat, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share something with you. We all have to put our money where our mouth is. So I've already reserved 4 season tickets for my wife and my 2 children and myself. And I've also placed my name in Vegas Pro Soccer? VegasProSoccer.com. VegasProSoccer.com. And I've already submitted my name, Las Vegas Neon. So hopefully it's a part of it's a part of the top 6 picks, but we'll see. But at the end of the day, put your money where your mouth is. Let's support this because this is our team. Let's go Vegas.
Man, Rick is putting everything on the table right there. I heard he got his tickets. I already seen people possibly even purchasing. I don't know if those kids are in Snapchat or buying their own tickets. But, hey, probably he got the 4 best seats in the whole arena. But anyways, enough of that. Before I introduce the next guest, I have for you guys a very exciting video for Las Vegas' newest team. Who's ready to see this video? Maestro, can you please roll the tape? Man, if that don't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. I'm counting down the minutes right now. But anyways, our next guest, and he's going to revisit the stage. Let's give him a big, big warm welcome to Jake Edwards, USL President.
I don't know what Ricky had this morning for breakfast, but I think I need to take some of that as well. Fantastic. Let me take this opportunity to thank a few people. Let's get this out here. I'd like to thank Governor Sandoval for his continued support of the growth of soccer in the state of Nevada. As Alex said, he was at the Reno opener. He'll be at the opener here as well, and I'm just so thrilled that he's been here out of his very busy schedule to support professional soccer. And I would say he joins some elite company. There's not that many governors now that can say they have 2 professional soccer teams in their state. So thank you for being here. Thanks again, Governor. I'd like to thank the coolest mayor that I think I've ever met, Mayor Goodman, for her continued commitment to make Las Vegas a better place to live, work, and play for everybody here, and all her hard work over the recent months to make this such a sporting capital and bring so many wonderful sports teams. And the USL is just so privileged to be part of that landscape. Thank you. And I'd like to thank Councilman Barlow for the impact he has here in this district and for welcoming the USL into his community. We will be great partners and we will help you in all of your endeavors. He did leave something out of his speech, by the way, and that is that Brett had said, if you can get up and down the field like you used to, you certainly have a place in the tryouts at the end of this year. Finally, a massive thanks to our friends at Zappos for hosting us here in this great event and all the great work they do to revitalize downtown. We really appreciate all the support you've given us. Las Vegas, as you know, is a global city, and now the world's game is on its way here, and it's going to be here for good. Las Vegas, especially downtown Las Vegas, is really reinventing itself. It's becoming much more of a city than the obvious. It's becoming one of the sporting capitals now of North America. And as I said, we are certainly privileged, and we hope to honor that growth. We're going to be great partners for you, and we thank you all for welcoming us here to your great city. As this city continues to grow, so does our sport. Professional soccer continues to thrive across North America. More fans and more communities now are getting access and getting to experience the thrill and excitement of our sport as they follow their local teams. That passion has seen our 2017 season break all kinds of attendance records. This year, over 2 million fans will come into our buildings to support their local USL teams. In fact, next week, our team in Cincinnati, who is hosting the US Open Cup semifinal against New York Red Bulls of Major League Soccer, have now sold that game out. 36,000 fans are going to come out to support their local USL team. So tremendous impact we're having across the country, and we'll do the same here, I promise you. This season, we had the most teams we've ever had in the USL, 30 teams, competing to lift that fantastic trophy, the USL Cup, which is outside. So do get yourselves a photograph with that. It's a pretty cool trophy. We've got a world-class ownership group now across the league, and these men and women are investing heavily into their communities, into their teams. They're building soccer-specific stadiums across the country, and we're proud to say we've got some of the very best world-class players now from around the world coming into the USL and making our league their league of choice. Now the fun part. I get to award the franchise to young Mr. Lashbrook and all of you here today. This day certainly wouldn't happen without the hard work, dedication, and commitment of Brett and his family and all of his partners who have spent the better part of 3 years now working on this. We pride ourselves on the quality of the ownership we have in our league, and we know Brett and his family are going to be a tremendous addition to our ownership group. Now, I've had the good fortune to know Brett and work with him for the better part of 4 years now in his various roles in the industry, and I can attest to his quality and his ability to execute. And Brett and his family are going to deliver a top-quality professional soccer club that you guys will be so proud to call your own. So, without further ado, I would like to invite Brett and Alec up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure on behalf of the USL family to welcome Las Vegas into the USL for the 2019 season. So I'd like to invite everybody up for the stage as well for some more photographs and more shirts. Thank you.
Does still mean you guys got to get quiet? You want to cheer? Come on, let's get una buena porra. I thought, there you go. Ole, 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 ole.
Oh, we're going to improvise. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'll start by saying just something very personal, right? Today is the culmination of a lifelong dream, and I can't thank everyone enough for sharing that with me, my family sharing that with me, and all of you sharing that with me. And that's enough about me. This is now Vegas's team. This is our team collectively that we are going to make into the best professional soccer team that we can. And I can't be more proud to be part of all of you and to bring professional soccer to Las Vegas. I have several thank yous. Let me start with the league office. You know, they talked about, I've been very fortunate in my career to do a lot of things in soccer in the United States and Canada. And those that have followed soccer for a long time know that over the decades there's been a lot of twists and turns and everything else. And I can tell you without a doubt that when my family decided that we were going to invest in professional soccer, there was only one league that we would consider. One league and one league only, and that's the United Soccer League. It's professional, it's honest, it has the growth of the game, it has the true spirit of soccer and where it's supposed to go at the core of its business, and that's the type of people we want to do business with. So thank you for everything you've done for United Soccer League. To the governor. So I'm going to go off script here. Now that I got a mic that I can move around with, this is a little easier. So the governor, I'm talking backstage, lovely, lovely man, and you know what he said? He said, let's play Reno, first game. And I can't back down from a challenge, right? So for the governor's request, I'm here today to ask the league for our first game in March, our first USL game in Las Vegas against Reno. We're bringing it. First we win Nevada, then we win the USL.
Right, I heard him say it's done. Let's hear the official.
That's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
It's done. There we go. Vegas versus Reno. Ole, 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 ole. To the mayor, thank you. Thank you. I know that this was not an easy deal to do. I know that there were a lot of things to unpack and legal arrangements, and you and your staff were great throughout it all in making this dream come true. So thank you. To the councilman, he is 100% right. I remember that first time, coffee with the councilman. People, it really does work. Go talk to the councilman. It's how government works. Over coffee, let's get it done. So thank you for everything. To everyone in the city council, I know there's several of them here today. That unanimous approval on a long-term lease agreement at Cashman Field really just sent such a strong signal of how much the city is behind making this a professional soccer city. So thank you to all the council members that supported us. To the city and LVCA staff, to Scott Adams, Bill Lawrence, Terry Jasinski, as we said with the mayor, I know this wasn't an easy deal to do. I know that there was a lot of hair on a lot of these agreements and trying to figure out how do we do this. And I just want to thank all of you for making this day come true. Thank you. This is an important one. And I've said this to a lot of people individually, and I now want to say it publicly for the first time. Las Vegas has an existing soccer community, and it's fantastic, right? The professional team is we want to be additive to the local soccer ecosystem, right? We want to support all the clubs. We want to support UNLV soccer. We want to support all levels of the game, amateur and professional, in this city. We want to be additive. We do not want to be in competition. We believe raising tides raise all ships, and we couldn't be more excited to be joining this soccer community. There's a couple people in the soccer community I would like to personally thank. One is the UNLV men's and women's soccer team. They proved something to me this week. We did some focus groups on some of the names, and we'll have more on that later. And I stood up in front of those young men and women, and I said, please, please, don't tweet this thinking there's no way that 45 young college athletes aren't going to be able to tweet this, and they did not. So they're honorable young men and women to be able to keep their word and for it not to get out. The UNLV Soccer Foundation, they're doing absolutely great work throughout Las Vegas, supporting UNLV and supporting soccer. I can't wait to work further with them. The Nevada Youth Soccer Association and the Nevada Adult Soccer Association. We'll have more to announce in the coming weeks, but we've made it very clear we want to partner with them. We want to strategically help one another. We aren't going to partner with individual clubs. We're not going to play favorites. We want to be additive to the entire soccer community. If we do one thing for one club, we're going to do it for all clubs. If we do one thing for the men's team at UNLV, we're going to do it for the women's team. We want to be additive to the soccer culture. The last thing that I would say is it relates to the current soccer local ecosystem. This individual has become a good friend, and it's Justin Finley. And I think Justin deserves a round of applause. Justin has done an amazing, amazing job of growing the sport of soccer in Las Vegas, and he hats off to him and everything that he's done, and I appreciate his friendship. The next thing is the business community. Let's give a hand to our friends here at Zappos, right? Thank you very much for the use of the space today. You know, as I learn more and more about Zappos, man, oh man, do we just get along more and more. There's a kinship there, right? There's something about, a shared vision, what we want to do for downtown, how we view the world, how we're not afraid to be just a little bit different, the right amount of wrong and different to shake up the existing ecosystem. And that's what we're going to do here with soccer. That's what we're going to do with this club. So thank you to Zappos. I'm so excited to be your neighbor. The Downtown Business Alliance, Fremont Street Experience, to see Patrick Hughes here. We can't wait to partner with everyone, right? This is going to be a fantastic experience. I know we talked about the March of the Match, the Ole, Ole, Ole. What better place than Fremont Street and Fremont East to party before a game? There's restaurants, there's bars, there's gaming, there's music, there's nightlife. There's everything you need for all ages. And a soccer game, as everyone knows, it's 90 minutes nonstop action. We got time before and after, and we can't wait to envelop all of the downtown neighborhood and have soccer be additive to that ecosystem as well. The other person that I want to call out is my new best friend, Peter Guzman from the Latin Chamber. He's been absolutely fantastic in helping us on a variety of manners. So thank you to Peter. The next people I want to thank, and I'll keep it brief, but is my family. They're here today. I thank you. As I said, this is a culmination of a dream come true, and thank you for doing this as a family. And my grandma and grandpa are watching today, right? They're not with us anymore, but I know they're watching, and thank you. And I, just from the bottom of my heart, from behalf of my whole family, thank you. A final thank you, and this is an incredibly, incredibly important one, and that's to you, the fans. A huge, huge, huge thank you. As you get to know me, you're going to find I'm one of you. I'm a sports fan. I'm a soccer fan. I'm a Las Vegas fan, and I just couldn't be more excited to have the opportunity, on behalf of everyone here, to be able to run a professional sports team just how all of us would want it to be run, right? And to put the fans first and to understand what we're creating here. This is an incredibly special civic asset. But it takes a village. I can't do it by myself. I want to do it as a group. I want to do it together. I want to hear from the fans, and we'll have more about that. But this club has to be reflective of all Las Vegas. I know a lot of people say that, and I know I have to walk the walk and not talk the talk. But please, give me that opportunity, because I'm going to prove to you this is our team. Thank you. So you talk about starting a new professional soccer team. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome opportunity, but it's also a heavy responsibility, right? And I actually see the individual. He's sitting right here. He's with the American Outlaws, and I'm going to tell a quick story. So we had, after the successful city council vote, I went to the American Outlaws. There was a U.S. Gold Cup match. And, I'm thinking, hey, I'm a big deal. We just got the team. This is great. And this individual came up to me and basically said, just point blank, looked me in the eye and said, just do this right. And I said, well, what have I had done wrong? And he said, you haven't done anything wrong yet, but just do this right. And I told him two things right there on the spot, and it's always reassuring when you say something on the spot, and then a month later, when you think about it, like, yeah, that's still the answer, right? I didn't just give him an answer. It was the answer. And I said I would always do two things, that this club would be committed to the following. One, an authentic soccer culture. Everyone in here who's a soccer fan, we know what that means. That means bring your drums, bring your smoke bombs, bring your banners, bring your tifo, bring your chanting, bring your marching, bring the energy, right? We can replicate right here what happens all over the world, and we're going to be committed to creating that. Another way that we're committing and showing our commitment to that, hey guys, it's not cheap to move the baseball field out and back in for one USL game, right? It's not cheap to move the mound. It's not cheap to bring in the grass. But to live true to our core value of providing an authentic soccer experience, the city and the LVCA can attest. This was a bright red line from the very beginning. If we're going to do professional soccer here, we're going to do it right. And to do it right means you don't have a dirt, you don't play around the pitcher's mound, you make this a soccer-first stadium. When you come to a game, you know you're in a soccer stadium. So again, the individual said, do it right. And I said, okay, I'm committed to doing authentic soccer. The second thing I said, everyone will always be welcome, right? So as I've seen in various markets, right, sometimes, the hardcore soccer fan will almost try and make the newbies, oh, you don't understand the offside rule, or, oh, you don't understand our culture. No, This is going to be Las Vegas's team for everybody. Whether you're a hardcore fan that calls it footy, that says you play on a pitch, that wears boots instead of cleats, it's not a 0-0, it's 0-0. We love you. You're coming here. You're a part of our core, but we are going to be welcome to everyone in here who's too embarrassed to ask what's the offside rules. We're going to welcome everyone in here who has never experienced the culture of singing and dancing and everything else. This is going to be Las Vegas's team for everybody. So, I've gotten a lot of questions in the last month of, why do you think this is going to be successful? All of us know why it's going to be successful, but I just want to share what I've been telling everyone, and I mean it in my core. One, the support you see here today, right, for a team that doesn't yet have a name, of all the excitement that you see in the air for that. Two, Las Vegas is the second largest market in the United States and Canada without a professional soccer team. Until today, we've now handed it off to Cleveland. Cleveland, you can have that title. We don't want that anymore. You look at the average age of Las Vegas, an incredibly young city, and you look at the demographics of soccer, right? The younger generation has grown up playing the game, watching the game, seeing MLS, seeing the World Cup, playing the video game. Soccer means something so much more to that younger generation than it does with the other sports, and I think the demographics are perfect here. The next one is it's an affordable entertainment option. We all like affordability, right? USL Soccer is an average ticket price of around $20. You compare that to the other sports entertainment options in town. You compare that to the atmosphere they're going to create. You compare that to the time of year. You compare that to the venue. Compare that to where we are, to downtown. We think it's an incredible opportunity to provide great value at a great price, at a great opportunity. And the next two are obvious, but I have to mention them. Look at the diversity in this room. Look at the diversity of Las Vegas, Southern Nevada. We are the world city. We reflect the world's demographics, and soccer fits that perfectly. I really want this team, again, to be about for all of Las Vegas, and I want this team to help bring all neighborhoods together, that we can have a shared experience on Saturday night, and it helps with other things. I'm a true believer that sports is a powerful thing, and a powerful thing with culture, and can make cultural changes, and we want this team to represent that. The next thing I would say why this is going to be successful is Cashman Field. It's in the heart of downtown. We've heard about work, live, play, and all that is 100% true, and we couldn't be more excited to be part of the neighborhood. It's 10,000 seats. We can make it into a soccer configuration. It's going to feel like a soccer stadium from the moment you walk in there for a game. And it's important for me at this point to point out, I don't know if he's here or not, but Tim Cashman and the Cashman family, his family, the stadium's named after, and the stadium's gone through a lot in recent years. And I'm here to say we couldn't be more proud to be playing in Cashman Field. We want it to be our home, and we think it represents an absolute wonderful opportunity for the entire soccer community and our club.
Yeah, we agree.
But to be successful, we have to remember a professional team is a civic asset, and it should always be treated as such, right? And I touched upon this, but let me go further. Sports is a powerful tool, and that's for both tangible and intangible reasons. And I use an example here. There's hundreds of people here today for a team without a name. Listen, if we were creating 5,000 jobs and creating a new factory, et cetera, all of you wouldn't show up in this amount of numbers. It's because of the power of sports. And we have this awesome opportunity with this blank sheet of paper to really create this club for good for the community. But sports teams are only as strong as its fan support. So again, it's going to take a village. The fan support is dependent upon the club's engagement of the fan base, and I'm committed today to tell you that we will be fully engaged and always hearing from the fans and listening to the fans. As a result of always wanting to listen to the fans, now let's get to the fun stuff. What is the name? What is the name? So, we started...
I'll get in position. How about that?
We started with this blank sheet of paper. And I'll tell you to the elected officials up here, it's incredibly difficult to find consensus, isn't it? Right? You ask a question, it's really hard to think everyone's going to agree. So, again, blank sheet of paper, we had no handcuffs, we had full flexibility and freedom, and there were really three ways we could have gone with the name. We could have gone a very traditional name, right? Names that you would see around South America and Europe. very Americanized names. I always say the Las Vegas Lions, Tigers, and Bears, or something Vegas-fied, right? Something that's very unique to us that maybe incorporates the Americanized or the traditional way. So there were a lot of different options for which we could go. We received over 1,000 fan-submitted suggested names in the last month alone, which was fantastic, way more than we were expecting. So thank you to everyone. I would say there were several very creative, several funny, and a few inappropriate. We'll just leave it at we just leave it at that. You guys are very creatively inappropriate. So it goes back to what I've been saying, right? This team is for the fans. This team is for all of Las Vegas. This is not a decision that should be taken in a silo. So what we've done is we've decided to have the fans name the team. And we'll announce the details of that, but it was incredibly important that we have the fans speak, and that from the very beginning, from the logo, from the name, from the design, from everything about this club, that it has the fans' fingerprints all over it. But before we get to the names, I feel very David Letterman-esque here. I've got the... this was supposed to be on a stand. Now it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we're going to make that work. So we have a lot of names that were submitted that maybe were good, but just not good enough. So we're going to share some of those quickly. I've associated one person who submitted the name to each. Some of them had multiple names, but for a variety of reasons, obviously we could only select one to share. So a couple names that didn't make the final list. Harry Ginsler from zip code 89117. Vegas, baby. Liked it, couldn't trademark it, but funny, Harry. That was good. Shannon Montgomery, 89126. She likes the Las Vegas buffets. All right, I do too, but not for a team. Adam Hermillo, 89111. I think this may be a call out to our friends at the Nevada DOT. He just says orange cones. That's what we should call ourselves. All right, so we'll see. This was my mother's personal favorite. Thomas Lee, 89116. Las Vegas dry heat. She said, well, it is a dry heat. It is true. All right. This one I've told previously to the mayor. I think she may have submitted this under a different name. But Alexis Bencoma, 89140. She just wants fabulous Las Vegas Football Club. All right. Philip Garcia, he wanted to do something that represented the whole community. We actually thought this was really clever. Las Vegas Valley FC, to really incorporate that this is a team for everyone. So thank you for that, Philip. We got a lot of things related to hockey. We are hockey fans. We're Raiders fans. We're fans of Las Vegas sports. So Alex Zapata, 89117, instead of the Vegas Golden Knights, he thinks we should be called the Las Vegas Silver Knights. So we'll see. We decided not to do that, but Luis Galvan, 89135, he took it one step forward, one step more. Instead of the Vegas Golden Knights, K-I-N-I-G-H-T-S, he just wants to be the Golden Knights, N-I-G-H-T-S, right? But the trademark attorneys didn't like that. Sandra Tur from 89156, she wanted us to be called the Vegas Messi. We've also had people submit Vegas Ronaldo. As we said online, if Ronaldo wants to come play here, we will name the team after him. Mark my word. Forget what I said about the fans. Ronaldo, if you're listening, you put your name on the jersey in a true way, Ronaldo. We can make that work.
They got you on film, by the way, so there's no backing up now.
And this one was just submitted, right, to show that we were taking submissions to the very end. Governor Sandoval in the back room said he wanted the name to be Los Reno FC. We said, no way, no way. We're going to prove this on the first game. We're going to prove this on the first game. All right, so now to the real event on what the team should be called. So we actually think there's several questions that we want to poll the fan base on. Question number one. Should this team be called Las Vegas, Vegas, or just make us proud, right? Pick whichever one you want. So we're going to poll the fans on should we be Las Vegas or Vegas. The next question is, and again, it talks about the diversity and bringing together all the neighborhoods of Southern Nevada. Should we refer to ourselves as a soccer club, a football club, F-O-O-T-B-A-L-L, or a football, F-U-T-B-O-L club? We want to hear from the fans how we should be referring to ourselves. Now for the names. We've narrowed it down to 6 potential names. We're going to ask fans to rank those 1 to 6. It will be a weighted average. We'll be fully transparent with the vote totals. You can go to vegasprosoccer.com starting now to vote on the names. We will do this through Monday, August 28th. and we will announce the team and all the results on Tuesday, August 29th. Here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready? Option number 1 for the fans to speak. From Jordan Jackson, zip code 89109, we have...
Hold on, I gotta get ready.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh. Viva Vegas. Option number 1. Option number 2 from Sheila Parisi, zip code 89015. Las Vegas Silver. We had a lot of submissions with the word silver in it. We wanted to make sure that that was one of the votes. I think the governor may be choosing that one, but we'll wait and see what whatever the other ones are. The next one from Geronimo Burbina Ruiz from zip code 89110, a very popular submission.
Let's hear it.
Hey, Las Vegas FC. The next one from Andrew Yost, zip code 89183, Las Vegas
Come on.
Lights. So I have to clarify, there's been a lot of stuff online that we've registered multiple names. This one got out. So I know there's a lot of people think that's my favorite. I will say this is the fans' vote. So Las Vegas Lights is option number 4. The next one, option number 5, from Marco Henry, zip code 89102. Las Vegas Action. A tie on gambling, casinos, everything else with Las Vegas. And the last one from Justin McCormick, zip code 89147.
Who's excited?
Club Vegas. A nice twist on a traditional and a Vegas-fied name. Very similar to some of the other clubs around the world. So voting is now open on VegasProSoccer.com. It'll be open through Monday, August 28th. You'll rank everyone from 1 to 6. All right, here we go. Let's start with the first 6 votes. Start with the governor. Oh, who is going to show up for that first game, Reno against Las Vegas? Isn't that right? Here we go. Honest response, Governor.
Wait a minute, I'll give him up in one flat second. He already told me what he liked.
She's tough, Mayor. Don't get on her bad side. She's tough.
The Lights.
The Lights.
The Lights.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Here we go.
My vote counts.
Yeah.
The Lights.
The league office doesn't count. Come on now. So in closing, thank you. Thank you for everyone being here. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being part of this ride. We are just getting started. We're all going to look back on this decades from now when this team started, and it will be nothing but success. The sport of soccer is taking off markets across the United States. Las Vegas is primed to be a soccer market, from the people playing, from the people watching, from the people participating. We are going to create an event 20 nights a year down at Cashman Field. We're going to start with a party, we're going to have an action-packed game, and we're going to end with a party. And win or lose, we're going to ole, ole, ole till the night is gone. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it.
Come on, let's hear it one last time for everybody. Ricky Bartlett, let's hear it. Carolyn Goodman, Brian Sandoval, Jake, Ellick, and Brad. And don't forget, you can still have time to go and take some personal photos with the professional team cup that is outside. And all media, do not go anywhere. You're free to come over here and do your interviews. Thank you so much. My name is Ricardo Laguna, and we hope to see you at Cashman Field next year.